studio. Say goodbye.
Hey, Joe on the radio. You know, I went down the road from where my daddy was brought up. My mom was born on East Kinney Street right here in Newark, New Jersey. It is with great pride that I'm here because the Broadway House for Continuing Care helps out those in need. And that touches my heart. That is my mission. As you know, as you've listened to the show all these years, it's been my mission and my mantra and my purpose for many, many years, helping out what we address the stressed areas that are sometimes forgotten. So when I meet folks like James Gonzalez, the CEO of Broadway House, or the gal across from me, Lois Beatty, she is an RN, Director of Quality and Regulatory Affairs at Broadway House for Continuing Care. She is a legend known as the Queen of Quality, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Hi, Nurse Beatty. So great to have you with us. And thank you. You're an angel. You're an angel girl. You're the hero. You're here. I'm hugging you across the table. The Queen of Quality. I love that. How did you get that title, if I may?
I got that name because I got that title when what part of my job is to make sure that the facility maintains the standards which are set by the New Jersey Department of Health and also CMS. And so that's my job. So I make sure that we are always at the level or above standards of care.
And you can't be messed with, something tells me that.
Well, you know, you have to have the cooperation of your coworkers, and so then I love that, so I have that, and we just strive for excellence, and that's my motto, always strive for excellence.
You know, Nurse Beatty, God bless you, thank you for being there. Wow. And what you deal with, HIV, AIDS, homelessness, substance abuse, domestic abuse, you see the worst of the worst, unfortunately, what is otherwise a beautiful mankind.
This is my second pandemic. When I started early in my career, it was AIDS. When AIDS came out, it's a really young child.
Yeah, no, but you were, girl, you were.
And so we got through that, and then now, here I am again.
Yeah.
So I thank God that I have survived 2 major pandemics in the world.
Yeah, interesting with AIDS too, and I know because I have pharmaceutical friends who have come up with the cocktail that you have. So like we're talking to a CEO, Mr. Gonzalez, you can, you know, you don't want to diminish HIV/AIDS, but you can almost outlive the disease at this point.
Oh, at this point, yeah.
Yes.
When it first came out and I had
Definitely.
acute AIDS, we only had 1 pill. And actually what we would do was send the patients here to Broadway House.
Look at that.
And
Look
I
at
worked at
that.
United Hospital, so we would send them here.
Wow.
So it was a complete circle.
Yeah. Look, that is a beautiful story. So when they come here to Broadway House, they can't get help anywhere else. They're being turned away by other places, possibly.
Well, it's not that now that they're being turned away. It's just because of the economics, socioeconomic factors, also insurance. You know, healthcare is driven by insurance and it's driven by money. Okay, so let's face it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the facilities don't have the experts that we have to take care. They don't have outcomes like us. We have 3 board-certified infectious disease specialists. Well, no nursing home's going to pay for 3 board-certified infectious infections. They're
Look
just
at
not going
that.
to.
They don't.
No, they don't, and they're not.
Wow. We appreciate your honesty because we experience it, we see it firsthand. But at Broadway House for Continuing Care, you could do that.
Yeah.
And now with COVID, a little rise in COVID that we see that's happening. And like Mr. Gonzalez said, not so much Omicron, it's just the Delta variant.
Well, Delta is still strong in the South. Yes.
Wow. And you see people coming in with the, do we give them, is that Pfizer pill? Hi girls, how are you? Great to see everybody. The staff is here at Broadway House. We love you. We love everybody here. You're doing God's work. So nice to see everybody again. But is that pill going to come out? I'm a hypochondriac.
I heard
worry
this
about
morning that it was.
Yeah.
I heard this morning that
They're talking about it, right?
But our residents here, 98% of them are already fully vaccinated. 86% have already had their boosters.
Yeah.
The staff is 100% vaccinated, and about 40% have received the booster.
I took 3. You got anything else I can pay for? I'm here because I'm a hypochondriac. I worry. I'll line up. Give me the shot. You got enough? I'll take the other booster. Come on. I'll take it all. I said, the first of the worst. And I'll take the pill too if I can. Nurse Beatty, if you got that, I'll take that home with me.
We don't have that yet. We'll call you.
I'll be in line, James. I'll be in line, man.
I just love what you're doing. My goodness gracious,
Can you tell us about yourself? Are you a Newark gal, Jersey girl?
I am a Newark young lady. I went to
You are.
Camden Street School.
Wow.
I went to West Kenny Junior High School. I graduated from West Side High School. I went to Rutgers Newark College of Nursing, and I served my first 20 years in nursing at United Hospitals.
Sure.
1 year for the City of Newark, and my 22nd year now here at Broadway House.
22 years. I'm sitting across from the best of North New Jersey. You know, I can't express it, and you know, we're always limited with time here on the radio. But I was enlightened years ago. You know, during the it was actually the late '80s. You know, after I saw earthquakes in Los Angeles, so many people hurt, and you didn't know how to get back. So I came back here to Newark, and then I met certain individuals that enlightened me how to get back. We went to Broadway, the Boys and Girls Club. There was a Broadway unit there, and we put a gym in, Jersey Joe's Gym. Is that wild? And we put it in because I thought there was a lot of carjackings were happening. And now, for you to dedicate yourself to come out of this great city, and this is what I try to tell people. I say, listen, around the country and around the world, that you took it upon yourself to just better yourself, to get out of what could have been a tough situation, to go on. What advice, if I may, I hate to ask you to give advice to Speedy, but what advice do you give for folks who feel they don't have hope, you know? And I work with these kids in Camden. I work with the kids, you know, and sometimes, and I walk down the streets in New York when there's stuff, and we see them on the streets, some of these folks. What could you say that would inspire these children to really just to embrace life?
That there's always hope.
Yeah.
There's always hope. I had people to help me. My mother was not a rich person. My father died when I was 6 years old. So my mother had to raise 2 boys and me.
Wow.
So, but there's always people out there. So this is why you don't give up. And if I may, I just want to give credit to Mr. Bill Keys. We lived in walk-up tenement. He walked up 4 flights of stairs and told my mother, sign these papers here and she'll go to Rutgers for free. My mother said, you sure? Because I don't have any money. And he said, just sign here, sign here. And I didn't know what the BSN was. I just knew I wanted to wear that hat and be a nurse. But I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. And they said, only thing you have to do is promise that you'll work in the inner city and you'll work for 4 years. Oh, I'm like, well, that's no problem. I can do that. So I actually ran into him a few months ago, and I didn't know whether that was him. And I said, excuse me, but are you the Mr. Key? And I told him the story. He said, yes. I said, I just want to thank you. So there's always someone out there, even if they're not the people that you think can do it, there's always someone out there. God always has somebody out there planning. Because once he puts the seed into you and tells you what it is he wants you to do, he's going to make a way. He's going to make a way for you to achieve anything that you want to do. And that's the story of my life. Always make a way. I still have some of my friends say, why are you still working? This is not like a job to me. This is what I've been commissioned to do.
It's a responsibility,
It
a
is.
mission, and
So,
a purpose.
and then I don't look at it that way. I could say maybe I had one bad day since I've been in here 22 years.
Wow.
And that's not even really a bad day as compared to when I was in acute care.
Yeah.
So,
And giving the positive energy that you put off
And
and
yes.
speaking to the folks that are
and I
across.
get it back. I get it back from them, and that's what you have to do. So don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Once a dream is planted in you, you follow that inner thought. There's always going to be somebody out there, because people who you might think may not help you, they will help you, and they don't even know why they're helping you, because it's not about them. It's about them.
Oh God, Lois Beatty is this young lady's name, and I tell you what, she is a star, and this is exactly what I tell you about everyone across from me. This epitomizes the best of Newark, New Jersey, and the best of America. Nurse Beatty, God bless you. Speedy. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you so much for having me.